How about this venue, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Todd Grisham. So, it's no wonder they call him the pride of Wales, Joe Calzaghe, super middleweight.
This bout is...
How will these two fighters... We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Good counter punching. Did a nice job blocking the right jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Who did more work in the gym? That's what it might come down to, considering how hot and humid it is today.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Just missed with that jab. There's a counter shot. He blocks the jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. And there's the bell to start round two. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
If you're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Fantastic punch. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Do you believe what we are seeing? That counter shot lands. Punch lands. Beautiful counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alvarez in that. Big. Let's get it started in round three. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice job getting that punch through. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Just misses with that uppercut. It's all offense all the time. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alvarez in that. Back at it in round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A perfect counter lands. Can't land that jab. Catch and shoot. These two were made for each other. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Beautiful counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Punch, counter punch. Nice work to block that right uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round.
Come on, you're switching up.
And there's the bell for round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? And
whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Calzaghe is down, but will he get up? Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
even I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are right.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
And he misses with that straight left. Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? How about that time counter shot? That jab misses. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Calzaghe in that. Let's start the 6. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in 1 shot.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
You'd like to see more jabs. Those counter punches have to hurt. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Calzaghe in that last round. Let's see.
I need you to switch back on.
There's the bell to start round 7. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice exchange here from both men. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Perfect counter shot. Misses with the straight left. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. He is down.
Switching up.
Round 8, and we're off again. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. The jab doesn't quite connect. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. The work rate is down. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
You're right, Tom.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come to me.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Through the straight left, but it won't score. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expect.